Hello and welcome to day 5 of our October Pilates challenge. Let's go ahead and have a seat. Draw the bottoms of the feet together, starting off in our butterfly stretch. So as we're in this position, commonly what will happen is a gentle round of the lower back. We're going to immediately get into those core muscles so we can think about a sense of lift and length happening in that spine. So scooping the abdominal muscles in and up, drawing the ribs together, feeling that lift and length across the low spine. So we're stretching through the back, all the way up through the top of the head. And in this, it will allow the tailbone to start reaching downwards towards the floor and thus getting more stretch around those hips. So within that stretch, do what you can, right? Inhale nice and long across the spine, and then exhale, pitch the whole spine forward. Small little stretch, and then lengthen all the way back up. We'll do that a few times, right? Warming things up. Inhale nice and long, and then exhale as you lengthen and reach. So as you're doing that, you're taking the whole spine. So it's not rounding from the lower back, but you're actually tilting the pelvis as well. So inhale nice and long, and then exhale, so you can go just a little deeper in that tailbone, reaching towards the back, and then lifting tall. One last time like that. Inhale nice and long, and exhale, and reach. Now from there, we're gonna add into the stretch. So inhale, long tailbone to head, and then exhale as far as you comfortably can, keeping that length across the spine, keeping that breath going. Going to walk the hands forward, feeling that reach across the back. Now as you continue that breath, keep reaching the sit bones behind you as you lengthen the chest along that diagonal. And then see if you can go even a touch further. Working in little microscopic movements here. Inhale long, and then exhale, so you can go just a little further, depending on where that stretch can go today. Working through those hips, as well as all that length across the spine. One more time like that. And this time, exhale and intentionally round over those legs. Allow the head to relax here, so you get that release across the back of the neck. Widen the shoulders, and let's scoop those abs in as you start breathing and expanding towards the back of the spine. So we start feeling that lift across the body with every inhale and that wrap with every exhale. And take one more like that. Inhale and exhale. Now lengthening outwards through the spine, go ahead and walk yourself over towards your right diagonal. I'm going to mirror you. As you're on this side, think of relaxing your left hip towards the floor so that the hip and the leg are not trying to lift towards you, just so your torso can go further, right? Hips are going to stay there, and you're lengthening through the waistline. So we're creating a bit of a rotation here, as well as an extra length happening across those lower back muscles. Breathing into that, right? Waking that up, creating some space between the ribs and the hips. So no force on this position, right? Just exploring where that can go. Abs and ribs are still pulled in, still drawing the core towards you. And now rotating the torso onto that diagonal. Reach that left arm across you. Feel free to adjust that bottom arm so that feels comfortable to support as well. And again, keeping that left hip and leg relaxed towards the floor, reaching through the rib cage. And now take that left shoulder and go ahead and shrug it up into the ear. Try to close off that space. And then exhale and release the shoulder down. We're gonna do that 2 more times. And shrug the shoulder up and release down. And one more time, shrug the shoulder up and release down. And then take that arm on a big circle, stretching through the shoulder, and swoop across. And circle around, and swoop across. One more time, circle around, and swoop across. Going to reverse that. And nice big circle opening through the chest, and long, and circle around, and reach, and one more time, circle around, and then gently fold back towards the floor. Keeping that sense of reach across the spine, let's slowly walk ourselves over to our left diagonal so we can reverse. Pausing here as you relax your right hip and leg towards the floor, and you can reach that spine over. Breathing into the back of the body, still scooping the core in, super helpful. And now keeping that sense of length, and it's going to open through the torso, reaching that right arm across. Pausing here, right? Feeling that length down the body. Feeling that reach across the arm. And again, adjust that bottom arm so that it can help support. And let's take that shoulder, shrug it up into the ear, and release it down. And shrug it up, and release down. One more time like that. Shrug it up, and release it down. Now nice big circles with breath. Circle that arm around. And reach through, and 2, and reach. One more time in that direction, circle, and reach. Reverse, circle around, opening through the chest. Whoo, 2 more, and circle, and long, and one more time, circle, and reach, folding back towards the floor. And then walk it back to center. And then rounding it all the way back up to sit. And then swoop those legs forward of you so that the feet are in line with those hip sockets. Scooping the abs in. Let's start rounding through that lower back from the core. So we're scooping the belly button in. You're in a round back. So it's not a lounge, right? That would be a little different position. You're drawing the belly button in. You're feeling that lift across the core muscles. Chest is open and wide. And then if you comfortably can, reach those arms forward, scooping the belly button in, right? So you feel that little draw in towards the low back. And then from here, let's feel the difference between our abs and our hip flexor. Go ahead and lift that right leg up, like a whole unit. Just lift the leg and then place it down. Scooping the belly button in, try and draw that tailbone under, and then lift your left leg and place down. Chest is open, shoulders wide. Lift through that right leg, scoop the belly in, and release down. I'm going to do it sideways. Stay there for a second so you can see the alignment I'm talking about. Drawing in, so you're rounded, open chest. Lift the left leg and place down. Good. Let's do one more full set like that. Ready? And lift, right, whole leg, and lower it down. You can feel those abs, right, really working to stabilize you. And lift and lower down. Fantastic. Draw the abs in a little more and then roll yourself onto the floor. Fantastic, right? So you can start feeling those core muscles just activate a bit more. So we can feel out where we're creating that support, right? We can also start waking up the difference between the hip flexor and the abs. Maybe just a little bit, yes? Go ahead and hug those knees into your chest. Take a moment to relax your lower back into the floor. Scoop the abs and the ribs in. Squeeze those legs together and just gently circle those knees around for 3 and 2 and 1. And then reverse that for 3 and 2 and 1. Fantastic. Today is short and sweet. It's Monday. I just want to get you into some length and openness around your lower back and those hips and shoulders so that you can tackle the rest of your week. I will see you tomorrow.